All right, next we've got People v. Blaine Waldy. It's two files, 25-7097 and 7098. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, beginning with People?
Melissa Goodrich, Sheboygan County Prosecutor.
William Keogh on behalf of Blaine Jeffrey Waldy.
All right, good afternoon. We're here for an arraignment in both files. I have received, reviewed, and signed a waiver of arraignment indicating that Mr. Waldy has received a copy of the information and would waive its readings and stand mute. So please of not guilty on those charges. Is a forensic center referral requested, Mr. Keogh?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and I also have a plea agreement and advice of rights form and a factual basis for no contest plea in one of those files. Is Mr. Waldy wishing to proceed that way today?
That is correct.
Ms. Goodrich, do you have amended information in both files?
I do.
And Mr. Keogh, do you consent to the filing of the amended informations to facilitate the plea taking?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. And can you mark this as a joint exhibit in 7098, please? All right, Mr. Waldy, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Now, Mr. Waldy, you're in a different location than Mr. Keogh, so if you need to talk with him at any time, you just let me know and I can create a breakout room for you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now I have to advise you of the maximum penalty that you could face for the charges that you're offering to plead. Well, first off, in one of the files, we're going to plead guilty, and the other one, it's no contest. Mr. Keogh, is that for reason of possible civil liability?
That's correct, Judge.
And Ms. Goodrich, do you consent to such plea?
Yes.
All right, so Mr. Waldy, I'm going to ask you some questions. In the no contest plea, I'm not going to ask you about what happened. My questions are just designed to make sure you understand what's going on. Do you understand that a no contest plea, although it may shield you from civil liability, or not shield you, but it can't be used against you in civil liability, it is used against you in criminal liability, and it has the same effect as a guilty plea in terms of you being convicted of the crime and my authority to sentence or punish you for it. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right. So in file 7097, you'd be pleading guilty to possession of a dangerous weapon, which would be a felony punishable by a maximum of 5 years in prison and or a $2,500 fine with mandatory forfeiture of the weapon. And in file 7098, you'd be pleading guilty to added count 5, assault with intent to do great bodily harm. That's a felony punishable by 10 years in prison and or a $5,000 fine. Do you understand? You'd be pleading no contest to that, I'm sorry. Do you understand the maximum penalty for those charges?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
No, Your Honor.
Were you on bond in any cases at the time of either of these incidents?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And did you read and understand the rights listed on the advice of rights form?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right. And you signed that form, looks like on December 30th?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for me or Mr. Keogh about any of the rights on that form?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Do you understand if you plead guilty and no contest, you give up those rights and won't have a trial?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And is that what you wish to do today?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, if I accept your plea, you can't come back later and tell me that it wasn't your own free choice to enter it for any reason, including any allegations you might make of threats made against you or other promises made to you. Do you understand that?
I do understand, Your Honor.
Also, when you plead guilty and no contest, you give up the right to appeal. And if you wanted to appeal, you'd have to seek permission by filing an application. But the types of issues that you could raise on an appeal after a plea are very limited, much more limited than if you were convicted after a trial. Do you understand this?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. The plea agreement in this case provides, excuse me, that in exchange for your pleas to the charges I outlined, the prosecutor will dismiss the remaining charges, and there's a sentence agreement for a county jail cap. meaning at the initial sentencing, I could place you on probation, I could jail you for up to 12 months, I could not send you to prison. Do you understand that plea agreement?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Keough, is that a full, fair, and accurate statement of his terms?
It is, Your Honor, yes.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Walde, that sentence agreement for the county cap is not binding on me, meaning if I didn't want to follow it, I would not have to. But if I didn't follow it, you'd be allowed to withdraw your plea, not having received what you bargained for. Do you understand this?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
There's an important exception to that. If you were to engage in any misconduct between now and the sentencing date by committing a new crime or violating court orders or any bond conditions, then you'd lose the right to withdraw the plea, even if I didn't follow the plea agreement. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor.
Other than the plea agreement, has anybody promised you anything to get you to plead no contest and guilty?
No, they haven't, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you to make you?
No, they haven't, Your Honor.
Is it your own free choice to enter these pleas?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Knowing all this, in file 7097, how do you wish to plead to the charge of possession of a dangerous weapon?
Guilty.
Mr. Keough, is the factual basis the greater offense?
It is, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Walde, on September 4th of 2025, were you in Sheboygan County?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
And were you in a motor vehicle?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
Did you discharge a firearm from that motor vehicle?
I did, Your Honor.
And the manner or the way in which you discharged that firearm, could that reasonably be understood to have endangered someone's safety?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Keough, you satisfied with that factual basis as to plead for the lesser?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
All right, and Mr. Walde, in file 7098, how do you wish to plead to the charge of assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
All right, I have reviewed what's been marked as joint exhibit, which is a portion from the police report that does establish a factual basis that on or about September 11th, 2025 in Sheboygan County, that Mr. Walde did use a motor vehicle to assault Mr. Savage in a way that was intended to cause him great bodily harm by operating the vehicle in a reckless manner while he was on the vehicle, and that did occur in Sheboygan County. Mr. Keough, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
Yes.
And Mr. Keough, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
No, Your Honor.
Do you believe I've complied with the court rule?
The court has, Your Honor. Thank you.
And Ms. Goodrich, do you agree on both those questions?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Walde, I find that your pleas are knowingly, understandingly, and voluntarily made, and that there is a sufficient basis in fact and law to believe that you are guilty of those offenses. So I hereby accept your pleas, and we'll schedule sentencing Mr. Keough, I've got you coming on February 10th at 1:20. I could put this on February 10th at 1:30.
That's perfect, Judge. Thank you.
Courtroom cases with no filters and no fake drama. Make sure you subscribe. These are real people, real crimes, and real consequences, and every case tells a story worth watching.